Socialist Party has gathered its members today to formalize the names of candidates who will run in the June 30th elections for the 61 municipalities around the country. Next week, 5 Socialist Party MPs who will run for mayor in the June 30th elections are expected to surrender their mandates. In the opening of the EU village as part of European Week, Mayor Arion Veliai, accompanied by the European Union Ambassador Luigi Soreca, said that this summer the country will open up negotiations with the European Union. It's 6 o'clock on Saturday, the 11th of May, 2019. Good evening and thank you for tuning in to RTV Ora's English edition. My name is Oliver, bringing you the only daily update of the local Albanian news translated into English. Up first tonight, the Socialist Party has gathered its members today to formalize the names of candidates who will run in the June 30th elections for the 61 municipalities around the country. The Socialist Party has now formalized their 59 candidates for the June 30th elections, where just 2 days before the end of the Central Election Commission's registration deadline, the Socialist Party will revise its list of candidates in small municipalities where there is still no decision. 23 current mayors have been reaffirmed as Socialist Party representatives in the upcoming elections. In Durrës, Rama has decided to entrust the municipality with the tax director of the city, Valbona Saku, who will replace Vanjush Dako. Meanwhile, in Elbasan, under the Socialist Party, will run Gledian Latia, in Shkodër, Valdrim Pietri. And as previously mentioned, no new surprises for the municipality of Tirana, where Arion Veliai has reaffirmed his plans to run again. For the Korça municipality, Sortirac Filo has planned his rerun, and for the municipality of Fier, the SP candidate is Armando Subashi. Pierindreu will run for the municipality of Lej, while Dritan Leli will run for the municipality of Vlora, Arjan Gurma for the municipality of Saranda, and Safet Gjici for the municipality of Kukës. What stands out in the list of candidates for the country's municipalities is the small number of women running in these elections. Out of the 61 candidates, only 8 are women who are running for small municipalities, excluding Durrës. At the end of the Socialist Party meeting, the head of the political force, Edi Rama, said that the ruling political party has completed the formalization of their candidates for the 61 municipalities around the country. Even though the opposition has warned of protests for his departure, Rama said he will not change his plans and that he will soon launch the campaign for the June 30th elections. On Sunday, the delegates, according to districts, will be in their respective cities to announce their candidacies in the presence of the leading groups, and then we will launch their campaign for the June 30th elections, said Prime Minister Rama. The Socialist Party is focused on local elections, despite the fact that the main opposition parties will not be part of the political race, as they are not registered with the Central Election Commission and have declared that they will hinder the elections. Next up tonight, the Central Election Commission will not review the names from the list of the Democratic Party and the Socialist Movement for Integration who will enter Parliament. Next week, 5 Socialist Party MPs who will run for mayor in the June 30th elections are expected to surrender their mandates. In the district of Tirana, Rakip Suoli will run in the Kanza municipality, while in his place will be Elio Muskul. In Korça, Ilir Jangoli will leave from the MP post in the Assembly, as he will run in the municipality of Pogradec, and in his place, according to the list, will be Ardit Konomi. In Elbasan, Nuri Belba will give up his mandate, which will be received by Florence Spaho. Meanwhile, Pierindreu will run in Lej by giving up his post in Parliament to Adriana Iannacu. The 5th name of the MPs running for the local election is Flamur Golemi, where in Parliament will sit Layart Duro. The registration deadline for the candidacies in the CEC will be on the 13th of May, where on this date, parliamentarians will have to submit their requests for the removal from the Assembly by opening the procedure for other names on the list. The head of the Solution Party, Koçko Kokzima, has accused the 3 main parties in the country for the poor economic situation. During the first Congress of this political force, he stressed that MPs are not free in the votes they cast, nor are the proposals they make, as they are obliged to obey the mayors who draft the list for MPs. Kokzima urged ambassadors for a negotiation process as he sought the postponement of local elections. The Solution Movement was registered as a participant in the local elections, while the chair, Kokzima, stated that he will challenge Veliai for the mayorship of Tirana. However, he has added that he will not enter the elections without the Democratic Party or the Socialist Movement for Integration. In the opening of the EU village as part of European Week, the mayor of the municipality of Tirana, Ariane Valiai, accompanied by the European Union ambassador, Luigi Soreca, said that this summer, Albania will open negotiations with the European Union. He stressed that 2022 will be a very good opportunity for Tirana to show off its values as well as present it as the capital of youth, stating, "Focusing on youth is the most beautiful thing for Tirana. With much hope, the negotiations will open this year, but we want to have a chance in 2022 as the capital of European youth to show the best of our country. We will all work together for Tirana, and we will win the European Youth Capital Award in 2022. We have planted trees, built playgrounds and gardens, even kindergartens with many of the ambassadors. I'm sure they see things they do not like, but instead of just being critical, they say, 'What can I do to give you a hand?' I know exactly what does work and what does not work in Tirana, but the question is, can we solve the situation if we do nothing and just weep?" Meanwhile, the EU ambassador to Albania, Luigi Soreca, stressed that involvement of young people in Albania's EU integration process is crucial. He said young people are not just the future of Albania, they are also the future of European Union. Young people will have the opportunity to learn more about topics that affect young people in Albania, study in EU countries, but there will also be many activities focused on engaging our youth, volunteering, education, and intercultural exchanges of young people, said Soreca. The EU Village is part of the activities called Week of Europe and is organized by the delegation of the European Union to Albania in cooperation with the embassies of the state members of the European Union in Tirana and the municipality of Tirana. Businesses in Darth will encounter difficulties this weekend hosting tourists. For 3 days now, the village has experienced problems with their water supply due to the damage of the irrigation network during the construction of road signals. Under these conditions, guest house and hotels have been forced to cancel their bookings, while the company that damaged the network has not repaired the damage. Residents say the businesses that they have been forced to intervene themselves to replace the pipelines. One resident stating, "The village is without water. Businesses cannot work. People just come and leave." Besides Voskopoja, Dartha is one of the main weekend destinations for nature lovers and traditional cuisine in the southeastern part of the country. In the National Park of Divjak Karavasta was held the festival of the curly pelican, the rare bird that was turned into a symbol of the protected area. The curly pelican is considered an endangered species, and the numbers of this bird continue to decrease worldwide. Curly pelicans greeted visitors from the air for the special holiday devoted to the Divjaka Karavasta National Park. In 2013, only 37 couples were counted, but after setting the hunting moratorium, their numbers have reportedly increased. The park and the entire tourist area, on the other hand, are increasing, and the number of visitors. So for the director of the protected area, the key is the balance between development and the protection of the species. The agency has taken on the task of preserving, sustaining, and prospering from the situation. We should always acknowledge the important balance between the development of the site and the conservation of the species, said the director of the protected areas, Zamir Dede. Karavasta Lagoon is the only home of such a rare bird in Albania and thus has become a symbol and motif for local celebrations. It presently contains about 5% of the entire worldwide population of the curly pelican. The Divjaka Karavasta National Park counts 250 bird species and is one of the areas with the largest number of these birds in Albania. And that's the news across the country today. Thank you so much for watching our English edition this evening, and be sure to join us again every Monday to Saturday at 6 p.m. for the latest news from Albania. Once again, on behalf of RTV Ora, thank you and have a great weekend.